Hey guys, I'm here on the patio again. I've been a little busy this morning. I got some concrete in the hole, as I promised. You can see that? I can't tell. Anyway, footers are poured. Brick oven is progressing nicely. I'm about ready to double fist some whiskey cocktails, maybe a beer or three. Stave off this pain. That hurt. Had an electric mixer. Tried that for about 6 bags. It was just so cumbersome getting the bags of cement, bags of concrete mix into the mixer, and then getting it back out. It didn't work out well. So I wound up hand mixing 40. I didn't count. 40 couple bags, 80-pound bags of Sacrete in a wheelbarrow with a hoe. It was a lot of work. 4.5 hours. I started at 5:30 this morning. I was finished at 10 o'clock. This looks good. It's firming up. I should be ready to lay stem wall blocks tomorrow. That's the plan anyway. I took a vacation day from work and planning to get stem walls at least started, at least get my layout together, maybe get a couple courses laid. So that's progressing nicely. I had a visitor, and they said that I missed an item on my sourdough. They said I never gave information on how to start a sourdough starter. So I'm going to cover that here real quick. It's just so super simple and easy. You take 4 ounces of flour, you mix it with 4 ounces of water, stir it up. It'll be like a paste. Throw it on your kitchen counter, cover it with a towel. Next day, 4 ounces of water, 4 ounces of flour, stir it up. It'll be like a paste. Do that for 5 consecutive days. On the counter, just with a towel over it. You want the wild yeast that's in your air, in your environment. That's the yeast that's going to ferment your sourdough. So 5 days in, it should start being bubbly. It should get, the consistency should change. It'll get runny. That's where you want it. At that point, if you're not ready to use any of it, throw it in the refrigerator. There's so many methods out there that say, well, you got to feed it every day and then you throw so much away. Baloney. Refer back to my other videos. I don't throw any starter away. I paid for that flour and I'm not chucking it out. There's plenty of great eats that you can make with that discard. These herbed crackers I've been making, I won't buy crackers at the store because these things are just delicious, and you can vary them. You can change them up, any different combination of flours. I go heavy on the rye flour, and I put a lot of herbs, thyme and rosemary in mine with the olive oil. They're just delicious. I love them. So there you go. That's pretty much quick and easy sourdough starter review. When I make a recipe, after I've refrigerated my starter, when I make a recipe, I usually figure out how much it's going to take to create an active starter, and I write that on top of my recipes or on the side, wherever I have a margin, have a little bit of space to write. So when I pull my starter out of the refrigerator, I only weigh out the inactive starter that I need, and I have a precise amount of flour and water that I add to that inactive starter to create a bubbly starter for my recipes. Easy peasy. Basically, how you would do that is you take some active starter, weigh it out for your recipe, or whatever the weight is of your active starter that you need. Take half of that in inactive starter, a quarter of it in water, a quarter of it in flour, so that you have the same weight that you need for an active starter. Throw it together 4, 5, 6 hours, depending on your ambient conditions in your kitchen, and your starter will be activated, and you'll have the exact amount that you need for your recipe. You haven't wasted any of your inactive starter that's still in the refrigerator, just chugging along, creating acetic acid, getting nice and tart and beautiful. Any questions or comments, post them down below. I check back on my videos here periodically. So I'll give you an update once the stem walls are in and I start the backfill process. We'll get that documented here on YouTube as well. Have a great Memorial Day weekend, guys. It is Memorial Day Monday, so time for some beverages. Have a great day.